Have you ever been afraid to start? Well, you're not alone. Welcome to the club. I remember in 2015, after a 12-year break of having babies, I had my son Samuel, and in the process, I was trying to figure out what to do with myself. It had been such a while since I had a baby, and I thought it was important for me to slow down. Now, up until this moment, I was an event planner. I was traveling the cities, traveling around the country, planning corporate events, planning weddings, funerals, name it. I loved it, but I knew I needed to be sensitive to that season, and I had to slow down. But yes, restless me also had to figure out what to do in the process. And I remember hearing about a live streaming platform called Periscope. Now, this was a time where there was no Facebook Live, there was no Instagram Live, and I was curious as to what the platform had to offer. I was on social media, but basically because I needed to have a Facebook account, and so I jumped on it. October 11th, 2015. I can never forget. I was watching Janine, yes, that's her name. She was live and she was talking about there will never be a perfect time for you to go live. I was so scared. I mean, for about 3 weeks, I had been showing up, watching all of the periscopers who were going live. I was fascinated. I loved the relationship and the community they were building, and I wanted it, but I was scared. I was afraid to start. And maybe this is you watching, and you've had this big vision, you've had this big dream. Every year when it's time for the new year, you put it on your resolution list, or your things to do for the year list, or my goal list, whatever you call it, and you find out the year ends and you still haven't done anything about it. Keep watching. And so Janine was speaking, and she talked about how there would never be that perfect time for you to start. And I remember saying to myself, this is the moment. It was almost past 6 p.m. on that evening, and I remember just grabbing my phone, and I was like, I'm gonna go live. I'd never gone live. I didn't even know what to touch. I didn't know how to flip the camera to turn towards me, but I was willing to take the first step. And I took that first step, and it changed everything. I was afraid, yes, but you see, there is a first step to take. There is always a first step. And you can sit with yourself right now and say, this thing I have been procrastinating on, this goal I have planned year in, year out that I am going to do. Maybe it's even to start a YouTube channel. Well, hey, look at us. We're doing it. Not sure what is ahead, but yes, we're showing up regardless. And the first step is really the game changer. Sit with yourself and ask yourself, what can I do today? What one thing? Don't even try to think about 10 things. Don't even think about 30 things. Just one thing. If you've imagined you would be an author, you've always had the dream of writing a book, well, maybe today's a good day to think about what you want to call the book. Maybe today is a good day to start writing the chapter 1 or the introduction. There's always one thing you can do. And so that's it. I'm going to leave you here today and tell you about doing one thing. Take that first step today. You don't have to see the entire staircase, but let today be the day that you take that first step.